To err is natural, but not human. Being a human being means we have an exceptional ability to be conscious of our thoughts, our actions, our feelings, our intent. This ability is truly exceptional. This ability is the biggest differentiator between us and all other creatures. They cannot be conscious of what they are doing. They act out of their instincts. They only react, but we can respond. Reaction is not conscious. Response is conscious. Response is a choice. Human being can be conscious. We all do mistake. But that is not human. That is natural. We come from nature. We are from nature. So that part will do the mistake. But then we are a human being, which means we can be conscious of our mistakes. We can actually see what we are doing, why we are doing. We can introspect. We can contemplate. A dog cannot sit and contemplate. A monkey cannot sit and contemplate. But we can sit and contemplate. We can analyze our actions. We can rethink. In all these things we are able to do because we can be conscious of our own actions. We can be the seer of our own doings. We can witness our own thoughts. We can witness the waves of thoughts in our mind. We can witness the waves of emotion in our heart. We can see our life, where it's going, where it was, and where it will go. We can plan. This ability makes us human. Otherwise, we are just like any other creature. Otherwise, we are just human creature, not human being. Human being means we can be conscious of our actions. Human creature means we cannot be conscious of our actions. We will only react. To err, to do mistake is natural, not human. To not repeat the mistake is human. To rectify the mistake is human. To realize that this mistake is because of me, This is human. When we do a mistake, we don't realize that this is a mistake. We start justifying. We start blaming others for making us do this mistake, for making us take this decision. We never sit and contemplate that it was actually we who did it. It was actually our greed which pushed us to do what we have done. And because we do not sit and contemplate, we don't realize, we go on repeating the same mistake over and over again. To do the mistake is natural. It's not human. Being human means you can rectify, you can correct, because we can be conscious of our actions. We can look back and see, why did we do that? What made us do that? Was it even needed? We can look back and realize this is human ability. Every time you're repeating the same mistake, you're only confirming that you are yet to be human. Every time you are repeating the same mistake, you're only confirming that you are yet to unfold the human potential within you. There are lots of people who go on repeating the same mistake. Even after they suffer 100 times, still they repeat the same mistake. Again they suffer and again they repeat. It means that you are yet to know what being human means. To do mistake is not human. To do mistake is natural. To stop doing the mistake is human. To stop repeating the mistake is human. To rectify the mistake is human. It's important to realize this ability that we have. This ability to be conscious. Seneca says, to err is human, but to persist it is diabolical. To go on erring, repeating the mistake, is mischievous. It's stupidity. Every time you're repeating the mistake, you're only telling indirectly that you are stupid. One who does the mistake and suffers, well, it's okay, because first time you did something, you had no clue, so things went wrong. But after you suffered, once again you do the same thing. This is foolishness. This is diabolical. This is utter mischievousness. This is animalistic. This is non-cerebral. This is not human. It's very important to realize our ability. Do mistakes and do more mistakes, but let those mistakes be new mistakes. Do not repeat the same mistake. The more you repeat the same mistake, the more you fall from being a human. The more animal you become. Because to repeat the mistake, you have to be unconscious. And to repeat the mistake over and over again, you have to be really asleep, fully unconscious. But you are a human being. You can be conscious. You can open your eyes and walk. You can come awake. When you can be conscious, yet you choose to remain unconscious, then it is stupidity. Only when you live an unconscious life can you go on repeating the same mistake. Because when you are conscious, then you do not look back. You don't sit and contemplate. You don't realize. You don't feel. You forget. And then again you fall in the same pit. And this loop goes on. But if you are conscious, you will sit and think. You will calculate. You will ruminate. You will analyze. And then you will realize that, yes, it was a mistake. And yes, I have suffered enough because of this mistake. And I no more want to suffer in future. And so, I am not going to do this mistake again in my life ever. But if you are not conscious, you will not sit, you will not contemplate, you will not calculate, you will not realize, and so you will not stop repeating the mistake. You will go on doing it again and again. When you are unconscious, you are animalistic. You are a creature. Only when you become conscious, you become a human being. You no more remain a human creature. Only when you become conscious, you start unfolding the immense capabilities that you are blessed with as a human being. Only when you become conscious, you realize where you were at fault. Only when you become conscious, You realize what to do and what not to do, where to go and where not to go. Being human means being conscious. When you are not conscious, then you are not living a full-fledged human life. You have a human body, you have a human brain, but not a human life. Because in unconsciousness, you live in patterns. You only react. In unconsciousness, the past decides everything. The old patterns decide everything. You don't have the freedom to choose in the present. You do not have any decision power. But when you become conscious, you can decide that till now, whatever happened, happened. Now I want to change. Now I want to change my story of life. Now I don't want to do what I have been doing. Instead, I want to begin a new journey. I want to do something which truly makes sense. This freedom to make decision in present comes from being conscious. And this ability to be conscious is what makes us into a human being. And a conscious human being does not repeat mistakes. To err is natural. To not go on erring is human.